and she, the Learning Hub Friesland project manager and initiator. And she will tell us an example of how the seal can bridge to education. They have developed a Culture United project together with Edinburgh Municipality and Unique Events, and Hester will tell us all about it. Hester, the floor is yours.
Thank you, and thank you for inviting us here. Really nice to be here. Well, indeed, first I also like to introduce Alan Thompson from Unique Events and David Waddle from the Municipality of Edinburgh. And I also saw Sarah Daly here today from Creative Spark, and they all work together on this really cool project, which is called Culture United. It is a 3-year European Erasmus-funded project that uses cultural heritage festivals and festivals as a driving force for the inclusion of multidisciplinary teaching methods in primary schools, secondary schools, and other education organizations. And actually, I have a little bit of a clip or a movie that explains it really well. So I'd like to show that, but I hope that it's ready now. So I'm not sure who to ask. Great.
Culture United is a European partnership project delivered between 4 partners in Edinburgh in Scotland, Oulu in Finland, Leeuwarden in the Netherlands, and Dundalk in Ireland. What it does is it creates partnerships between unique cultural events and education providers to deliver multidisciplinary learning in schools.
One of the things that my team's always aiming to do is to engage really meaningfully with pupils and teachers, and to have live experiences is a really powerful way of doing that.
Edinburgh was the first of the partners to deliver their activity through the project. And the project had come about because it was responding to an Erasmus Plus funding call led by a team in Leeuwarden in the Netherlands.
Our hometown of the city of Leeuwarden in 2018 was the capital of culture in Europe, and we had some really big performances in the city, like the giants of Royal Deluxe, a group from France, came over to our city, and we noticed that little kids, children, they were really impressed by all of this, and even in the weeks afterwards, they were still making drawings out of it. And then we thought, we should really do more with it and bring this into formal education, connect festival, theaters, musical, big cultural events with primary education. And that's how we basically got the idea.
We were able to involve 4 schools in this project, which is great. 4 schools that wouldn't normally meet. They got to know each other, they learned together, and they learned about each other. And they also formed friendships of their own accord, which is lovely.
At the start, they were very, very reserved about collaborating with other schools, getting to know new kids. So that took us a little while to kind of have a little bit of thinking time on what it is that we are getting involved in. Once we had our first workshop and they saw what it was all about, and then we met with all the other schools, we made that network between us. It just kind of flourished from there.
So I think this gave you a clear idea about what Culture United is about, and that is what we do with our corporation, Learning Hub Friesland. We help those active in education realize international ambitions, and we do that through European projects, mainly connecting culture and events to education and other fields. And we're really happy to have several municipalities working together on that, who also see the value of the crossover from culture and events to, by example, education, but also care and other fields of business. So I would like to give the floor to Al Thompson from Unique Events to give you a little bit of the event organization perspective.
Thank you, Hester. It's so nice to see that footage. It seems like so long ago since we actually were able to hold that event, but for Culture United, it's provided us with an opportunity to create a whole new strand to our festival programme, and that is connecting with schools throughout Edinburgh. And for us, that provides us not only additional content in terms of programme, but it allows us to work through with different partners and local authority, creates funding opportunities for us to deliver that with that, but also on a kind of festival level, it allows us to engage directly with the next generation of festival goers and how we can encourage that connection for them to engage with the festivals that are taking place in the city. As you saw from the footage, that comes through a series of workshops that we have where people's engaged directly with professional artists through music and songwriting and dance and creative writing. And again, the results of that have been through extending skills, not only through the curriculum, but also in their social skills through interacting with different schools that are taking place. So one of the outcomes of that from our side is that we are creating a toolkit and a guide which will show a kind of step-by-step process of how we are encouraging others to do that. And many of the big festivals, and certainly here in Edinburgh, have very successful large educational programs that they can sustain through year out. But for us as a smaller festival, it's about encouraging others to do that and understanding the benefits that go with that. But certainly being part of Culture United and connecting with our new colleagues and friends across Europe has been a huge benefit to what we've been doing. I look forward to speaking more about that.
Thanks. And as we only have 4 minutes, I'll wrap it up. But if you are interested in the toolkit that Al was referring to, we are very happy to send it to you as soon as it's ready, or include you otherwise in the project. And I see Audrey kindly put the link in the chat. So yeah, you can always reach out if you want to join somehow. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Esther and Alan, for a very relevant project, a European one, also coming out of Leeuwarden, the European Capital of Culture in 2018.